Oh, there we go. Hey guys, sorry about that. Sorry.
I don't think anybody's here yet.
Bethany's here. She says ringers have been rung. Moths are here. Sorry about that. We had to go, we had to end what we had and go live again. We had started something, but it didn't want to connect for us for some strange reason. We don't really know why. We don't ask. We have Sausage Rat in Haley's Place, and Ray Chan, and the Nubinator. Amadra, Brandy B's here, Fu. How's everybody doing on this Monday? We've got an Emma. Cobart says, hello, I'm new here. Welcome.
Welcome.
YouTuber extraordinaire, first time on your stream, love your videos.
Oh, thank you.
Happy you're here. Bored Cat says, hello, how have you been?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Up Stranger Things says, good morning from Idaho.
Good morning.
Justine says, hello, I love OctoBrr. Oh my God, you made a movie? Yes, Tyler, we did make a movie. Louise says, hi. Hello from the lost city of Atlantis. I literally just woke up, need coffee. Go get coffee, that's important. Solveig's here. Says, good afternoon from Norway. Everybody wants to know how you are. I was just wondering when you would post her again. Oh, this is what we see. Hold on, Steph Nerd is not seeing us.
It's probably from the first time.
Oh, do you see the new one, Steph?
Yeah,
okay,
I think everybody's.
Never mind. Yeah. We went live and then it wasn't working. We couldn't get the video for some reason, it wasn't working. It's Monday. So we went live again. We did a different one. Hello from the Netherlands. That's Mushroom Girl. I love this series so far.
Thank you.
Time. I love OctoBrr. Hi from Poland. Currently watching while studying for my exams. Hopefully I get to graduate from high school by July.
Yay! So I had an idea. Tell me if I should do it or not. I thought of giving her some nice glasses, like some reading glasses, like this. But she wasn't wearing them while doing the reading. So should I not do glasses? I thought they'd look cute, but
she's knitting today. Haven't had a chance to watch any of your live streams, but love your shorts. Content always brightens a day.
Oh, thank you.
Hi from South Africa.
Hello.
Potato says hello. I'm literally your biggest fan. You're my type.
Oh, thank you.
Madara wants to know what your favorite color is.
Payne's Gray.
Do you like ice cream?
Yeah, I do. It doesn't like me.
Olivia is knitting today. The giveaway ends,
Octavia.
I'm sorry. Yeah, she's knitting today. The giveaway ends on November 1st. And then we will let everybody know who has won and we will ship everything out. Oh my gosh. We went from 0 to 1 million of you today. Ray's here. He says, good morning. Happy Diwali.
Good morning. Happy Diwali.
Indian friends. Good morning from Estonia. Emily says hi.
Hello.
Guten Tag from Germany.
Guten Tag.
This is my first stream. I got to see it live. I think it's cool to see the process of Octavia. Hi from the UK. Hi from Canada. Hi from India. Hello from the Highlands.
All right. I do not think my knitting finger positions are going to be accurate. So I will do my best, but.
Any tips on brush pens, honey? Whenever Kaelistus edits uses them, they overlap and leak a bit.
Oh, that might just be the kind of pens that you have. That's why I use the zebra brush pens. They don't leak.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Sam's got to go to school, but we'll watch after school. Just
sounds good. Thank you.
Let's see. Octavia has my dream fall life.
Yeah.
Right? Who was your first art teacher?
Mrs. Johns in my freshman year of high school.
It is 9:09 in the morning here. Let's see. Hello from Washington, D.C. Can she hold her glasses on one of her arms?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would look cute on her face, but there's enough stuff going on, so I guess I'll keep glasses away from it.
William says hello. Thanks so much for always putting a smile on our faces. Have a great day.
Oh, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Mushroom Girl would like you to suggest something for them to draw.
Breakfast. Draw your breakfast.
Can you add campfire colored background? That's Alia.
I might.
Oh boy, when's the next movie? Nathaniel would like to know. We want to know too.
Yeah.
You got me.
I'll leave that one for Donna to answer.
Oh yeah, no pressure there. Donna's working on it.
All right. So
as soon as I know, you'll know. How's that? This is one of my favorite paintings of yours from October. I love Octavia. She's so fun.
Thank you.
It is 5:10 p.m. in Romania. Why does she look so grumpy?
I think she's intense.
How many OctoBrr drawings are you going to do?
I'm going to do 8. Someone suggested it, and it seemed perfect. So this is number 6.
Tentacles.
So 2 more after this.
Emma, we were with knitting reference this morning already. Let me tell you, this is as good as it's going to get, my friend. Any tips on sketchbooks? Haley would like to know.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
You want to know what kind of paper? You want to know what kind Scott uses? All of his art supplies are in the art supplies section of the website at savaart.com, so you can see what he uses there. But give me more details. Karen would like to know, says, hello from Indonesia. What is your favorite OctoBrr painting so far?
I really like the Lord of the Rings one, but I think the one that I'm going to keep is the very first one. The others, by the way, are up on our website. Oh.
I held back October.
Okay.
So done. I'm putting them all up at the same time.
That makes no sense, but okay.
Yeah, I know. I never make sense, but I'm doing it anyway. Do you like coffee or tea, by the way? I like tea. That's Born Cat.
Tea.
Are you going to be filming on Halloween?
Oh, you know what? Speaking of filming, I didn't hit record.
Oh, geez. Really?
Thank you.
Thank you for asking that, Potatoes.
Is Halloween on a Monday?
Halloween is on a Monday.
Yes, we will be live on Monday.
We will indeed. What's your favorite movie?
The Princess Bride.
Cranky Sheep says, good day from Ireland.
Good day.
I just pulled out my travel book on Ireland. Wink, wink. We're talking about
all right, I am trying. Okay, so I've got this part. Now I'm trying to work out where the tentacles will go.
Oh, Bethany is right. There are a ton of new things in the shop. That is correct. Hello from Denmark. She's knitting a sweater. When's the I Taught Live in Venice video coming?
Yesterday.
He put it up yesterday. It's 1 a.m. here in Australia. You're so funny. Octavia should be trying to scare other octopuses on Halloween or trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
How long do sketches of people normally take, Scott?
It depends. I mean, it really, some people are more difficult, some people are easier, but sometimes I can get them done in a couple minutes. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes.
Hey, Santa's here.
Hey, Santa.
How are we today? Good morning, friend. It's getting closer and closer to Christmas. So funny. Oh my gosh, so many questions. We love all animals, rescue animals in particular, but we have a dog because I'm allergic to cats. Scott, do you have any general tips to improve on realism?
Use photo reference or real life. Don't try to do realism out of your head.
Let's see. A lot of people are are saying you're inspirational. Why not use acrylics? Because he hates them.
I don't hate them. They don't like me. They started it.
Oh, sure, that's it. Can you do rabbits for November? Can you please draw Octavia drawing her own OctoBrr drawing? That's funny. You should do one of her decorating for Halloween. You guys are so funny. Ray says, "Yeah, I get to spend my Halloween with you. You're so funny." Does Octavia have any grandkids? No. Octavia's not even married. That's how come she can do all these fun things. I think Octavia has lots of friends. Caramel Delights. I'm not going to read the first part because you're not an idiot. Scott, why do you use a gray-purple colored pencil for your rough sketches?
Oh, the dark
one.
cherry one?
Yes.
I just like the feel of it.
And the color.
And the color.
Guys, never think you're asking a stupid question. Never say you're an idiot. And I don't want to hear any of that. We're not disparaging ourselves. If you just want to ask a question, just ask it. It's all good. Oh no, Alex is currently sitting in my hospital bed, but I can't skip your live.
Oh.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah, please do.
Gosh, I'm sorry. Hospitals are not the best place to be, but if you feel better, then good. Octo Phantom says, "Ooh, are we knitting today, Octavia?"
Yeah.
Okay, this person asks, do you get a little bit sad thinking of giving away your artwork?
Sometimes. That's why I keep some of the pieces. Some of the pieces I keep because I can't get rid of them. And then other pieces I sell because I know that they're going to go to a good home. When you have as many, I've done thousands of pieces of art. You can't keep them all, and you feel stupid just having them sit in a drawer with no one. No one makes art for it to sit in a drawer, never to be seen. That's just silly.
Unless you're me, in which case no one wants to see it. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, it's
stick people. Nobody wants to see stick people.
Trying to find it. I don't think I like.
What's the matter?
Where this? I think the circle's too big, so I'm gonna do a smaller one.
You guys are getting a lot of Scott fiddling lately. Like you're kind of fidgeting with the different works. I've noticed that on numerous lives. You're like, I don't think I like this. Have you ever heard of Stingy Jack, the legend of how the jack-o'-lantern started?
I have not.
I haven't either. Who are you going to be for Halloween?
Oh, a Hobbit. I'll just be myself.
And he'll be home. I'll be passing out candy with a friend of mine.
Okay, see, I'm using.
Don't spam questions about cats.
I'm using my.
You have inspired me to do art. I entered your giveaway for the art.
Oh, thank you.
Have you done any Percy Jackson drawings?
No.
Is there any OctoBrr drawings that you don't like?
I think I liked the drawings. I don't think the colors came out the best on the reading the book one, but
I like that.
yeah, I think I've been because each one I've been using different materials. So this one I'm actually using just materials I normally use.
Can you scan this sketch before you paint it? I would love to color this.
Yes, and I have
Just remind us.
Scanning them. Or no, I'm sorry. I scanned the last two, right?
I don't know. I don't remember. Did you? I don't think you scanned Octavia.
I did. I scanned the Gandalf one. That was at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I scanned that one. Okay.
Okay. Have you done one where she has given candy out?
No, I had her trick or treating.
Oh, is that your broken pencil?
Yes, this is the broken one.
Why isn't it in your bag?
Because I haven't decided if I'm going to use the Tombow ones or not.
Oh. Could you try visiting Romania? It would be fun drawing Dracula's castle.
Oh
I'd
yeah,
love to
that would be
visit
so
Romania.
cool. All right, let us put this sketch away.
You've only scanned one Octavia.
Okay.
Let's see. How's our day going? Well, it's still early, but it's going well so far.
Yeah.
We slept last night, which is a huge thing. Please tell everybody what pen you're using right now.
This is the Zebra brush pen. It is my favorite pen. It is waterproof, which means I can do all my inking now and then paint over it later without worrying about it in any way leaking or...
Marta says, I love that I'm crocheting while watching Octavia knitting. That's so cute. I wish I had that pen circle tool thing. It's a compass. You can buy it at the store. You can buy it at Staples. They have a compass there. And you can make circles. Oh, wow. Aggressive Vixen says, hi, catching a second stream. It's thundering here in South Africa. Hope you're having an amazing, incredible day. It's amazing already. You can't tell me otherwise.
Oh, thank you.
Nadia would like to know if you have any tips for just starting out drawing.
Yeah, draw what you see. Don't try to draw from your head.
The drawing will end midnight our time on November 1st. We will draw the names after that, probably on the 2nd. But we'll let everybody know.
All right. I have no idea what I'm doing, so let's just give this a shot.
I love watching the creative process. Let's see. When I'm in art class in my school, I always think, how much does your stuff cost that you use for art? Oh boy. Scott's got a lot of stuff, and he's bought a lot of it over the years, so it's not even quantifiable at this point. Our dog's name is Arwin. What headphones do you use?
Oh, I have the Bose. Oh, God, I think it's like a something 8. They're the noise canceling ones, and I do not like where this just kind of came up. Gosh.
Does Scott talk in his live streams? He answers questions in his live streams, and sometimes he'll talk about what he's doing. What supplies would you recommend for someone who's trying to get into gouache?
I think the cheapest one is the Hemi gouache. The Mia Hemi gouache might be cheap enough if you're looking for cheap. If you want quality, like, you can try the Winsor & Newton, but it is expensive. It's like $6 or $7 per tube.
We've got a lot of people saying happy Diwali. Echo says you're a great inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, he cut the eraser pencil. You guys, little crying eyes. Is Octavia only watercolors, or can you try something else? I don't really remember.
Right now, it's just only watercolors, but I mean, that's just what I'm doing. Anybody could do anything they want.
Sure. You can do Octavia in acrylics if you want. I love your idea of the Swissmatic bag to hold art, so I bought an old bag and I bring it everywhere now.
Oh, that's great.
That's fantastic. We are in the Central Time Zone. I love Octavia. She's like autumn in a nutshell. Exactly. Actually, it's more of a coconut shell, because octopus like to hide inside coconut shells. It's 9 in the morning for us. Octavia is knitting today.
Horribly, but yes.
You know what, Lemon, you're cute. It's okay if people ask for things. It's all right. Scott's going to do what he's going to do anyway, so it's okay. We know people want to see certain things in his style. We understand that. We love you from Iraq and Finland.
Oh, love you too.
Hello from Denmark.
Hello.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Hi, Scott. I just got here. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, and
he's really struggling this morning, guys.
well, it's like I said. I mean, I don't know anything about knitting, and Donna showed me, and it's just I don't know how the threads work or anything.
He's really out of his comfort zone, guys, but I think it'll be fun to watch regardless.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, I don't like how this just kind of butts right up to that. That's a bad tangent.
Oh no, bad tangents. Oh my god. Can we survive a bad tangent?
I'm just going to draw different.
Is there a good way to fix an inking mistake, Nick? You would like to know.
Well, you're going to find out.
Oh, May says, yay, OctoBrr.
There's going to be lots of inking mistakes on this one.
Oh gosh. Let's see.
Just so you guys know, it happens to everybody. I just woke up and I just did not feel like drawing today. So I just don't think this is going to be any good. But
how do you wake up and not feel like drawing?
I just wasn't really in the mood.
Huh. Well, you heard it here first. There you go.
And like I said, it's I'm just gonna see what happens. At the end of the day, all I gotta do is just peel it up and rip it out.
They said Scott must be sick. Oh God. Guys, it just happens to everybody.
Yeah, we're only human.
We're human, So it's a process, It's a process. We are in the United States. Do you think your painting prices are reasonable or too expensive? Just want to know because I was interested in the Little Mermaid. Yeah, you know what? It's time. It's more so time than it is even materials. So yes, they're priced at a very reasonable price. Love from India. It's 8 p.m. here, and we are celebrating Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Sometimes it's just not the vibe to draw, and forcing it sometimes messes with your flow.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's your favorite kind of paint?
Winsor and Newton. All right. So we got.
I made a League of Legends. Sick as in cool. Well, that's good to know. I get like that sometimes. It's normal. I love your outfits when you film videos, especially your hat.
Oh, thank you.
I'm impressed that Octavia has managed to knit such a beautiful sweater with her technique. No shame to you. Drawing in fabric process of knitting is hard. Here, buddy. I've been using Clip Studio for years. It's fun to watch you experiment with the program. I bought Rebel 2 now.
Oh, great. Was it $10? Gosh, look at this. This isn't even straight.
Okay. So they want you to suggest a cheap brush pen.
The Zebra brush pen is cheap, but I know it's not the same price everywhere.
We get them on jetpens.com. Are you guys doing anything for Christmas? Oh my goodness gracious. That's a long way away. I'm having a problem figuring out what I'm going to do for the rest of the week. Christmas is a little far away. We'll be home for Christmas.
I think they meant, are we doing like a October kind of thing for Christmas? Yeah, I want to do something with Santa, so we're trying to see if we can convince him to do some sort of special thing with us. We're working on it.
Let's see. Thank you so much for motivating me to keep doing my art. Please excuse me there. Well, here's a good question from Chloe Does Art. What's your favorite thing about drawing and painting?
Finishing.
Stop it. Oh my God. Have you watched the Lord of the Rings show?
I did. It was really good. Disa was my favorite character.
No spoilers, in case people.
Yeah, I don't give spoilers.
Lots of love from France. I love watching you during my afternoon break.
Oh, thank you.
Mochi would like to know how to ink properly.
Gosh, practice. Practice is the best thing.
Lemon says I'm not the best at inking, but I think I'm starting to do better.
Oh, I bet you're great.
This is Flames, first time watching you live.
Well, welcome. I'm sorry you're watching me flounder with this, but it happens. It happens. It's okay.
Let's see. I'm such a big fan of you and your art. So amazing and talented. Keep going. It will turn out great. Don't give up.
Oh, thank you.
You're so funny. You guys. It's going to be good. We believe in you. You guys are funny. First time I almost heard you curse. Emma says, Scott, stop it. You're doing just fine. You guys are funny.
I have no idea how a ball of yarn looks. This is why I don't like working from memory.
Do you have a recommendation for paintbrushes? We have them in our art supply list. Scott, what do you suggest for blending tools? I've been using my finger lately and it gets messy.
There is a smudge stick. And if you look at the video on realism, I think you'll see a little bit more about it.
Ray says, wow, Octavia's really good at multitasking. She can control so many hands. I can barely keep my sanity with two.
Yeah.
So have you, oh, no. He doesn't know what he's doing next for OctoBrr. What's your favorite holiday? Sarah would like to know.
Is Santa still here? If so, it's definitely Christmas, Santa.
You're terrible. Was wondering if you were going to dabble in digital art again. By the way, the drawing is coming along great.
Thank you. Yes, I was dabbling a little bit. I want to kind of get to a point to where I'm happy with it, and then I'll make another video. But yeah.
Potatoes says, I have a recommendation. There's this thing called the Buddha board. It's like watercolor, but only using water. When it dries, it disappears. Just a recommendation, though.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Pratiksha says, hello, sir. I was inspired by your Venice trip. I have done thread works of little pizzas and spaghettis on a new sweater that I'm knitting.
Oh, that's great.
That's cute. What's your favorite month?
I don't know. There's something great about every month, I think.
No, there isn't. April and May just make me sneeze. Cam says, I drew digitally yesterday and I really liked it. You inspired me to.
Oh, great.
Liz says, it's really nice seeing an artist branch out in a new style, especially something so fun.
Well, thank you. It is definitely interesting.
Jory would love to see Octavia pumpkin or apple picking. Love the series so far. Thank you for reminding me of the joys of art and that not every day has to be a creative day.
Oh, my pleasure. If there's one thing I'm good at, that is failing publicly.
Oh my God. It's Monday. That's all I'm going to say. It just feels like a Monday. When did you start your YouTube?
Well, I've had it forever, and I even posted some of my TikToks on it, but I didn't really start it seriously until February or March.
Flurry Blocks, check out the art supply list. That is where we have all of Scott's supplies listed, and you can find paintbrushes there. I love your videos.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for inspiring me to draw. I really love your drawings. I want to make characters that look just like yours.
Oh, thank you.
What should I name my funky octopus? I am the person that in the last 5 was struggling to draw it.
Oh, how about Horatio?
Do Do you prefer movies or a series?
I like a good series.
I think you need to watch your own videos, Scott. Sounds like you could listen to your own advice right about now.
Oh, you know it.
And we have a tip from Penciling Pretzel.
Oh, thank you.
You're sweet. Not necessary, but you're sweet. Thinking of art, I should finish. I was working on sewing a ball gown.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gosh. Do you still have your sketchbooks you had as a kid?
I do.
What was the last sketchbook that you used?
My travel journal.
Or maybe that was the best sketchbook that you used. It's missing. I'm gonna go with best sketchbook that you used.
Still my travel journal. The Be Creative.
SGHD says, "Oh, stop it, Mr. Scott. You are doing just fine. Amazing, actually."
Well, thank you.
You should draw a cat playing with the yarn. Oh, let's not give him one.
Yeah, let's add one more thing to this.
They're dying over here. They're like, his soft cynicism has me dying on the floor. When did you discover your passion for art?
Gosh, probably in high school. And just for the record, I lost it on Monday, the 24th of October.
Stop. Sometimes people are getting mad at you for disparaging yourself.
You know what?
They really are. You need to stop. You are encouraging them, and then all you're doing is ripping on yourself.
I'm only telling you the things that are going through my mind. I won't dwell on it. It's just a piece of paper. Like I said, I could easily rip it up. It is human nature to be frustrated when a piece isn't going the way you want it to. But I'm going to push through it, and we'll see. Sometimes they come out okay, and sometimes they don't. But trust me, I'm not depressed or anything like that. I'm just expressing my frustration so you know that you're not the only ones.
There's quite a few of them that are tired of listening to you whine. So there you go. On their best day, you know, you're funny. I don't know if this question was asked so far, but do you know how to knit?
No.
I do, but he does not. I tried to show him this morning, but it didn't really work. Have you ever tried painting 3D objects?
Yeah, every day.
When you're drawing famous people, how do you get them to look like them?
Hold on a second.
That's me. Go ahead.
Okay. You look at the photo reference, and hopefully you can get it right. If you don't, then you trace it to get it right.
Oh my gosh, I just realized you are like the modern Bob Ross.
Thank you.
Hello from India. I wish you a very happy Diwali, the Festival of India.
Thank you. Happy Diwali to you too.
What is your favorite 20th century art style?
20th century would probably still be Art Nouveau. All right, now I'm going to figure out where the bottom of her arms are.
Oh, Hakata says, what kind of brush would you recommend for painting as a grade 6 student, in watercolor or in acrylic paint?
Well, I just did a video on brushes, and I would say.
Wouldn't you use something totally different for watercolors than you do for acrylics?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, not me, but yeah. Smart people would, yeah.
That's because you wouldn't do acrylics, dear. So, how do you get out a feeling that your art improvement is stagnating? I just can't seem to push myself out of this funk.
I do the same thing, and sometimes when that happens, I will change mediums.
Okay, when did you first start doing art, and when did you discover your passion for art?
First started doing art probably when I was 6 or 7. My passion was maybe when I was in high school or college.
What is your craziest story?
Gosh. There's
Guys,
way
we're
too
in
many.
our 50s. Like, you can't.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can't make up most of the stuff that we've been through at this point. Seriously. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Let's see. A lot of people have to go. How many drawers do you have filled with your art and supplies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
20 or so.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. No, yeah, 20. 20 drawers. That doesn't count the boxes in the garage either. What color are you going to make the yarn?
I don't know. It has to be complementary to her pink.
What's your favorite sport?
Hockey.
Oh, Braxton Cole says, hey guys, it's easy. And hi, long time no see. It's easy to encourage, much harder to follow your own advice. Even the best need encouragement.
Yeah.
Scott, what movie or Netflix series would you recommend? Because I just finished my final exams and I don't know what to watch.
If you've never seen The West Wing, that's wonderful. Avatar: The Last Airbender is great.
That was really good, yeah. Gilmore Girls. Brain candy. What motivates you to make art?
I think I just like capturing stuff. I like capturing the things that the world around me and things in my head and the beauty in the world. I think another part of it is you just want to kind of leave a mark in the world. You want to know that you hopefully made the world better in some way.
Can you draw a perfect circle?
No.
I see your mini bracelets. Where are they from? Your travels?
Yes. This was from an indigenous Hopi artist in Utah. This was from our trip to Venice, Italy recently. This was from our 25th anniversary in Kauai. This was from Valencia, Spain. One day, my whole arm will be filled with.
How did you make the yarn so realistic?
Oh, I did not, but thank you.
Let's see. I love your videos. I'm a young artist trying to find my style. Any tips? That's Jenny. Good enough.
Thank you. I would say find your style by copying other people's styles.
Scan it, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm done just yet. I still have to add like the spots and stuff.
I am Cuban cat, not as good at knitting as I would like to be. I never have had the time to really put into it. But I have knitted a lot of scarves. So that's kind of, I guess, my favorite thing since I really haven't done a sweater or anything yet. What's the most realistic art piece you have made?
I did a pencil drawing of Luciano Pavarotti when I was in high school.
Oh, I remember that one. Does your mom have that?
She lost it.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. So far, your OctoBrr drawings are my favorite. They are just so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Love the line art, dude.
Thank you.
Do you like coloring with markers or paint more?
Paint more.
That random equestrian says, do you have any tips to get a steady hand? My hands are always so shaky, I can't get a straight line ever.
You see what I'm doing? My hand is resting on the paper. And I just do this. So if I hold it up here, yeah, it's going to be really shaky. So I just rest my hand. I've always rested my hand on the paper.
I think right now it's kind of a roll of the dice as to whether he's painting today or not. We have to see how far he gets and how happy he is with the inking. What motivates you to make art?
All of you beautiful people.
Gotham wants a sketchbook tour. How do you get such a nice white line around your work?
I'm using this Uniball Signo.
And when you get frustrated with that, what's the stuff that you dip the paintbrush in?
Oh God, I just a bunch of different. I never stick with the same one. I think I have either the Liquitex or another one on the.
And are those inks?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen Stranger Things?
I did, and I have a page of, or a video of us of Stranger Things.
Are you going to color with Crayola crayons again?
Probably.
Do you get inspiration from other people's art or by traveling? And do you enjoy traveling?
Both.
All good questions.
Yeah, I do get inspiration from other people's art. And I don't enjoy traveling. I enjoy the result of traveling. Like the process of traveling isn't really my favorite thing.
Travel used to be fun. Used to be so excited to get on the airplane, and it's just not, they make it so not fun anymore. Like the food's not good on the plane, and you're crammed into the little, I don't know. Once you're there, it's great. But the actual process of traveling, I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to give texture to this sweater.
Can you draw her in an art museum? They would like to know.
Yeah, I'm sure we could.
We have seen the Rings of Power.
Yes. Really liked it.
Yeah, we did. Had me on the edge of my seat, actually. I have so many plain sweaters, and I think one of these days I will do thread work on the sweaters, especially of your OctoBrr arts. Spooky, but would look very adorable at the same time.
Oh.
A couple of people want her to have glasses.
Yeah, I did like the idea of glasses.
Any life advice for someone younger? How young are you? Would be my question. Are you in your teens, in your 20s?
Regardless, it's going to be younger than us. And I would say...
You know what? That hurts. How old do you think I am? And don't answer that question out loud. I'm not that old.
My advice is just know that it's all passing. You know, it's all fleeting.
Permanent.
Yeah. So all of the stuff that is really bothering you right now will not be important to you later. So don't let it distress you. Time kind of heals all wounds, and
most wounds. Time heals most wounds. Oh, and I think a good one that we're always talking about is never stop learning and growing.
Yeah.
That's an important one. Do you have to do anything special to take care of your hand after hours of working, taking care of blisters or cramping?
No, I don't. I never work long enough to have blisters or cramping. I used to when I was working with colored pencils because you have to push down so hard. But paintbrushes and pens, it's a very light touch.
I don't know what this question is. Do you, Mr. Scott and Mr. Scott's wife, I have one final question. Do you have a favorite out of those internet memes?
Memes?
Oh, memes?
No, I don't think I have a favorite meme.
I don't have a favorite either. No. I'm not really. Our boys send us memes all the time, and I just roll my eyes at them. I'm not really a meme type of a person, I guess. My art teacher taught me to knit when I was in elementary school, and I knitted 2 scarves for me and my sibling for my art project.
Oh, that's great.
And now I have forgotten everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It's hard. If you don't do stuff on a regular basis, you do forget things. But that's okay. Sorry. Working texts. I am trying to do that. Scott, can you make the sweater orange and purple?
I think the thing is I have to factor in her pink and purples and make sure that it stands out. So I'm thinking like a Payne's gray might be a good color, or green.
You know, people keep saying Harry Potter in the chat. Do we like Harry Potter? Which, by the way, we love Harry Potter. But God, it's making me want to reread the books. I might put that on my list for January to reread Harry Potter. Does Scott have a video on color theory?
I do not.
Mm-mm. What passions do you and your wife have aside from art? I like to read.
I like video games, and we like to golf, but we don't get to do it very
We
often.
do not get to do it very often. Oh, Ellen says green. Green would be a good sweater color. Olive green says Lego light bulb. And then someone asked, Scott's favorite color is what?
Payne's gray.
There you go. And what pen are you using right now? Because you changed pens and they're confusing people.
It is a micron, and it's a 0.005. It's really, really.
It's the most ridiculously
fine.
Small. If you wear glasses, you can't see the tip pen. It drives me bananas. I don't even know how you can see the pen point with that. It's crazy. What is the longest surviving art piece or art supply that you have?
I guess the oldest piece is that little Spider-Man drawing that I did when I was 5 or 6.
Oh yeah.
And then the oldest art
Mm-hmm.
supply I have, well, it's not mine, but my mom gave me my Uncle Ray's old paintbrush. And so that's got to be, I don't know, 50, 60 years old.
Yeah. What's your opinion on correction pens and markers?
I don't know what a correction pen is.
Isn't it like whiteout? Have you ever skipped a class to draw, doodle, or paint?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was the worst student. I failed so many classes, and yeah.
Scott does not play any instruments. Please read this. I love you and your art channel.
Oh, thank you.
Do you paint in the... No, you're watching the process right now. Scott does the pencils, then he goes over it with ink, and then he paints it. And that's the process.
What do you guys think? I think this is giving it some nice texture.
I like it. Yeah. You do this only with watercolor, because with gouache you do something different. Yeah,
gouache you can't ink because the gouache is opaque and it will cover it up.
You're at almost 10 in the morning. Thanks for making my day with the comment. I actually jumped in excitement when I saw the notification.
Oh.
We can't take the camera off the thing anymore because we're using, in order to go live and actually be able to read your comments, we have to use a stationary camera. So we can't.
We're using a webcam.
Yeah, we can't show Arvin anymore. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not an artist, but I journal and I do a bunch of other things. When should I draw with my wrist, elbow, or shoulder?
I think when you're working on a large piece, but little pieces like this, you don't need to move your wrist, elbow, or shoulder.
Ash is trying to draw you, and the reference isn't good enough quality. What color are your eyes?
Oh, they're hazel, which is like a greenish.
Scott, you should do a video where you show us all of your sketchbooks. You don't have to show every single drawing in them, but just a layout of all your completed sketchbooks would be cool.
All right.
I think you've been through quite a few books.
Yeah, there is a 2021 sketchbook video, and then I'll do one for 2022.
But you also did one for your art through the years, and that shows a lot of your artwork. So look for the one where it's Scott's art over through the years. Let's see. Pancash says, "Don't mess up." I don't think you'll ever do a self-portrait again, will you?
I don't think so, but you never know.
Are you going to color it in, and are you going to use paint, and what paint are you going to use?
Yes, and I'm going to use watercolors. Winsor & Newton.
Is it going to be an ugly sweater? I hope not.
It probably, well, I'm not going to add any designs to it, I don't think.
May I ask, how do you fix the line art that has a mistake when you were in the line art stage, like before you paint on it? I saw you're fixing my watercolor or gouache video, but how about the line art?
Well, you see, I messed up here, so you can see the lines are kind of going over there. I am just going to cover it up with the gouache later on. So what I do is, I know, but I use gouache to cover up. So what I'll do is, yeah, so that part will be yellow. So like whatever the background color, I'll probably just use that to cover up that line right there. And that's what I do. So, you know, you're always going to mess up. There's 100 mistakes per drawing. But you just got to keep moving forward and decide which ones need to be fixed or covered up and which ones you just live with.
Have you heard of the Earthbound Mother series? I haven't heard of that.
I don't think so.
Blair, if you've always wanted to knit, give it a try. The older I get, the more open I am to trying a bunch of new things. Can you draw a horse sometime? I would love learning how to draw one from you. Scott did a unicorn in the National Animals.
Yes, and I also did a video on how to draw animals, which is just telling you to buy a book called How to Draw Animals.
Yes, but it's a good book.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't know how to do anything out of my head, but I draw from what I see.
I'm going to butcher this name. I'm going to try not to. Dua Maybrook. If I can't get into an art school, does that mean I'm a failure and not good enough? No, it doesn't.
No, it just means that the idiots who are doing the acceptance they don't know good art.
They're poopy heads.
Yeah, they're poopy heads. So don't let your happiness be based on what other people think. You know, if you like making art, make art. You don't have to go to art school to become an artist. Every time you sit down and you make art, you're an artist. You don't need a degree. No one in my 53 years has ever asked me for my degree from art school.
That's not true. One time they asked you. But that's only because you were applying for a teaching job. So I love the fact that all the things around him are vintage. Kind of goes with the fact that he's 53, so there you go. I just drew something new. I really want to show you guys and get some advice, but I don't know how. Deerin, okay. Can one of you mods put the link to the Discord in there for Deerin? Yes, this is a Sakura fine liner pen.
No, this is Micron.
Oh, I'm sorry, Micron pen. Fatima says hi. Can I draw an Octavia too?
You absolutely can. And hi, Fatima.
Can't wait to see the finished product. Your drawings always turn out so good.
Oh, thank
Brennan
you.
Says hello, Scott.
Hello.
What's your favorite color?
Payne's gray.
What passions do you and your wife have aside from art?
Donna likes reading. I like video games.
I like to bake.
She likes to bake.
What's the weather right now?
It is 66 degrees and sunny.
Yep, unfortunately. I'd rather have it be 40 and cloudy, but you know, we can't all have what we want. So we can't. Do you guys dress up for Halloween? I think if you guys do, you could dress up as a painting and a paintbrush.
Oh, that's cute.
That's great. Oh my God. I love that. That is great. That's so funny. Sometimes poopy head is the best description of something. Indeed it is. I'm just saying. Oh, Cornichon says I'm getting a watercolor palette for Christmas because of you. Can't wait to try it.
Oh.
Yay. Yes, he has tried acrylics. Not Scott's favorite.
There's a video on it.
And Scott doesn't like oils either. Bethany Primrose is obsessed with oils and is our resident oil painter. Any tips on inking? I never ink my drawings unless I'm doing it for a video. And when I do, I use a pen that I got from my family.
There is a video on inking, and but really and I know this seems like a cop-out, but it's the best thing is just practice. Like, no one taught me how to do inking. I just did it until I started to like what I was doing, and you learn. But it's the same thing as walking. You just have to just go and do it.
Aziz says, I really love your artwork. You're such an inspiration for me. I love drawing. And your channel, Love from Turkey.
Thank you.
I always wanted to go to Turkey. I want to go a lot of places. People are counting down to November 1st. All the mods are our friends. What is your most memorable piece of art? Good question.
Probably the movie poster for Animal Crackers.
Did you do art for your job or before you got your channel, or what did you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I always did some form of art, whether I was working in video games or animation or doing graphic novels. It was always some form of art. I think the least artsy thing I did was when I was writing and directing the movie. But even then, I was making art every day. I was painting and I did the movie poster.
Okay.
And I was art directing too.
All right, Fabiola. Waterproof eyeliner. We'll leave it at that. Scott uses Winsor & Newton gouache. Are you a video game or movie guy? And how about Zelda?
Yes, and Zelda Breath of the Wild was probably one of my favorite games ever.
Do you think it's better to learn art with traditional methods before moving on to digital?
No. I think it would probably hurt you more than help you. Because like I've been trying to learn digital, and it's hard because it doesn't work the way that I want it to work. But if you were just to go straight to digital, you won't have that. Well, that's not how it's supposed to feel kind of response.
Okay. Oh, Felipe's here.
Hi, Felipe.
Hey, you're here. How are you? Do you know how to do calligraphy? Oh my God, Scott's the worst writer ever. His writing is terrible.
My handwriting is the worst.
I'm the one who does the fancy writing. How do you stay reliable with a sketchbook? I struggle to fill it up because I'll be doing something else. And where I'm a freshman in college, I struggle to find the time. This is Katie.
Well,
good question, Katie.
I have different sketchbooks. I have like my travel journal, which is also just my day-to-day journal. Like if I go to the doctor, I will sketch in it and whatnot. And then I'll have like a sketchbook where I am just doodling whenever I need to like study how, like figure out how to paint Octavia. So you got that, and that just finishes when it sometimes takes years depending on how much I use it. But the other ones I try to say this one I want to have done in 1 year. I want to have and then I'll do the journals like the drawing national animals,
Yes.
which I go, this is a 30-day challenge, so I'm going to do one a day. So those are stuff that you decide before you start them. You say, this is a one a day, this is whenever, this is, I want to have this done in a year. You just kind of work from that.
Yeah. I have different journals too, and for different things that I use. So it's fun to have different things you could just pick up. MZ would like to know if you have any tips for watercolor.
Yes, there's a couple videos on it, but just the number one thing is you're going to work light to dark. Do your lightest colors first and then come in and darken them up.
Yes, we desperately want to go to Greece. It looks gorgeously beautiful there. We have never seen that horror movie, Smile. Do you currently have any unfinished projects you could tell us about? Well, there's a Corner of Shame. All those are unfinished. Hot press or cold press? Okay, that's
hot press is for no. Yeah, hot press is for gouache, sorry. And then cold press is for watercolors.
Hello. That much I know. Advice for starting with gouache.
Yeah, work with your midtones, your middle colors, get your shading in, get your darks in, and then come in later with the highlights. So it's very much different than working with watercolors.
Yes, Scott does like the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
Seeing Scott, this is sure Joe, saying his handwriting is bad but having the most amazing art skills is strangely a sigh of relief. Shows me that people are never perfect at everything. You know what? Seriously, not kidding. Nobody's perfect at everything. Nobody is. If you like it, keep doing it. you know?
Yeah, I mean,
vacation, are you neither going to Fiji or Hawaii? We have been to Hawaii. We desperately want to go to Fiji. Specifically, I would really like to go to Bora Bora, but any place over there would be great.
And if you look at the scans of my sketchbook from Venice, which is on the website, you'll see how bad my handwriting is.
It's terrible.
And that's me really trying to have it be decent.
Oh, Mythic Phoenix is here. Hi, I hope you had a good show this weekend.
Hello.
She had her booth put up at a show. If
That's
you guys
great.
haven't seen, check out Mythic Phoenix. She's got an Etsy store, and she does the greatest. She's got stickers and pins and all sorts of art, and she does really, really great stuff. And she crochets amazing things. So you got to check her out. She's wonderful.
Okay, I think
Richard's here.
Hey, Richard.
What is your least favorite color?
I don't know if I have a least favorite.
Yeah. Love your videos and art, Scott. Thanks so much. That's Winnie.
Oh, my pleasure.
Do you think, here we go, every single live, do you think tracing is cheating? Because I always feel guilty when I do it.
No.
This is tiny mushrooms are cool.
I trace all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I do, you know. I will use it for a time saver. I will use it if I have to get the likeness just right. It's just a tool. There's nothing wrong with it.
OLB, if you have some specific questions, put them in the chat and we can ask Scott and he can help you with it.
All right,
Sarah is literally playing Breath of the Wild while we're watching this.
Oh, I can't wait for the next one.
We have not tried Posca markers yet. Seeing your drawing inspired me to get back into art again as well. I love your art. I hope you keep on inspiring people.
Oh, thank you.
What would you say is the best time to start celebrating Christmas? Well,
Christmas Eve?
Yeah. No. So they start in Singapore on September 1st. Or is it the Philippines? I can never remember. Singapore or the Philippines. So I would automatically go with September 1st, but my family won't let me.
All right. Should I scan it?
Yeah. Hello. Duh.
Okay.
If you could pick, would you rather have watercolor or gouache?
Watercolor. Honey, why don't you go?
I don't know what to do. You want me to do something?
I don't know. Flip through the sketchbook.
Flip through the sketchbook. Oh my gosh. Okay. Flipping through. Hi, everybody. I don't know if you can see me. Whoops. There's a little protractor thingamajiggy. Can you see the sketchbook?
Yep.
On the thing? Okay. I'm flipping through. Oh, this is 2021. Why am I flipping through this one? Oh, this is the current one. Oh, did you really? Oh my God. This is the end of our other trip that we took. This is the Biltmore. Okay, look at this line art, you guys. Like, this is not perfect. Look at this. It's not perfect. Okay? I mean, you have to see, like, look at, but you know what it is. So who cares if the line art is perfect? You have the basic gist of what it is. This is a greenhouse. Can you still see it? Yeah, okay. I mean, come on, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect. See, this is when I think it's funny. When he's doing, like, in the dentist's office, you know? Like, he's doing, like, the fish tank in the dent. I just think this is funny. I think it's kind of funny. Pinball machines. Tell me this is perfect. It's not. But it's great. And you know what it is. And it's good, right? And as long as he's happy, that's all that counts. I mean, come on, you know? This cracks me up. Every time he does these little swatches, I just have to laugh. I don't know why it cracks me up, but it cracks me up every time. And look how horrible his writing is. Like, you can barely read this. Oh, see? That's what happens when you do it. When you get your hands in the way. You're so full of crap. See? Here's people. This is the museum. Here's N.C. Wyeth, Thomas Blackshear, and Norman Rockwell. Red Panda. Every sketchbook must have a red panda. I'm not saying, but it should have a red panda. And this is, look at, see? More of the ink swatches. Isn't that funny? And look at his writing. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Venice. Should I move now? And see? Look at this. He's got 1, 2, And oh, you've only got 2 pages left to do.
Pages left.
Wow. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, baby girl. My puppy girl. I love you. All right. Okay. Note to self: sketchbooks are not sketchbooks without red pandas. That's correct. Every sketchbook should have a red panda in it. Do you have any tips or something to watch while drawing, painting, sketching? I need some tips. I watch Coraline normally, and I need something new. I'm going nuts.
Ooh.
What about an audiobook?
Yeah, audiobooks are great.
I love audiobooks. I highly recommend The Cartographers. That was a great audiobook.
Also, if you ever want to listen to Jim Dale's version of
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter was really good.
Oh my goodness. How long does an average painting take?
Usually an hour and a half to 2 hours. This one, I think I was a little slow because there's so much going on, and I also wasn't really thrilled with it, but we'll keep going.
Would like to know if they should do the marker before they paint with gouache.
The marker? Oh, if you're talking about the ink lines, no, you don't do ink lines in gouache. Gouache is too opaque; it'll cover up your ink lines. If you want to put the line work over it, you got to do it last. See, because watercolors are transparent, so I can do this, and you'll still see the ink lines. But gouache is opaque.
Cheney says, "Okay, yep, pages left. Scott needs a field trip." Indeed. Have you done many watercolor paintings without the inked line art?
When I first started learning it, I did.
Yeah, but now you just prefer this.
Yeah, I don't really think it was that great.
Can you? He's painted Hermione so many times.
Yeah, there's a Harry Potter video.
There's so many Harry Potter videos. What would your advice be for getting out of the perfectionist cage? That's what I call it.
Look up the Impressionist movement. They were doing they were tired of that as well, and so they were just giving the impression of what they saw. And I think just letting go, learning to let go, is a really good thing. And it's hard. I mean, you guys see me struggling with it every day too.
Hi, I'm a new subscriber.
Hello, welcome.
I want to learn how to draw. I know you need to practice, but any good books or courses?
Yes, there are a few on my on the resources page of my website.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any tips to learn anatomy and perspective better? Well, there's a video on perspective.
Yeah,
and there's a book.
Yeah, blow dryer. Oh, you know what? I did not start recording.
Did you not record me? It is not a dumb question. Lemon would like to know what scanning is.
Scanning is it's like taking a picture, but better of your artwork.
Higher resolution.
Yeah.
And it becomes a file instantly on your computer.
Yeah.
So we can share it with you as a typewriting page. Any tips on how to be happy with your art? I'm always a perfectionist and cannot be happy with my art. That's Midnight Mystery Gamer.
Well, I really, it's just a matter of letting go and knowing that you have to practice to get better. It's if you're old enough to ask that question, then you're old enough to know that you can't be instantly good at something. Doesn't matter how much you want to be, you can't. And so you have to put the time in and enjoy the process. Because if you're I'm 53, I've been making art for 40 something years, and I'm still not as good as I want to be because I keep moving that bar as I get better. I'm always looking at the people and the artists that inspire me. and I always keep wanting to improve. And that's a great thing to always want to improve. But at some point, you have to take stock in how far you've come. You have to look back and see the improvement, and you have to accept that it's going to be a process for the rest of your life. And it's a real kind of inner peace kind of thing that you have to work on. There's no easy way of doing it.
Okay, there are tips basically on the difference between, check the Art Hacks playlist. This is for B. Reynoso. There are tips on different facial features like a nose and eyes and ears and things like that. And also some tips on gouache in there too. The Micron pen he was using is a 005. I am glad the show went well. Scott uses 300 GSM paper, but what paper are you using right now?
300 GSM. It's the Canson.
Canson paper. Felipe has another question and wants to know, what was your favorite animal in your National Animals sketchbook?
I think my favorite animal just in general is the cheetah, but I think my favorite painting was the manatee.
We have been together a really, really long time, and one of the bedrocks of our relationship is, first of all, being painfully honest with each other, and second of all, just joking around with each other. So when I get on here and say that, you know, how not perfect his artwork is, I am not in any way dissing him at all. He says it all the time that his line art isn't perfect. But you know everything that he's drawing.
I'm not aiming at perfection too.
He's not.
No, but the biggest thing for a long-term relationship is changing together, making adjustments and changing. I always found it weird when people say, oh, if they're gonna, if they want to be with me, they're gonna have to accept me for who I am. And that's okay, I guess, at the beginning, but you can't stay the same person.
Well, if you're in a long-term relationship, you're not the same person
at
30 that you were at 18.
Exactly.
You're just not.
You grow. Hopefully, you should be growing. You should be becoming better. And I think finding a partner that wants to grow as well, finding a partner that wants to become better with you, is the goal.
And sometimes the partner wants to stay where they are, and the other one's trying to drag them while kicking and screaming, and that's not really fun. I'm not saying which one was kicking and screaming and which one was
I think we all know.
I don't think they know.
I think everybody knows.
I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god, you guys are so funny. Do you know why watercolor is so expensive? No.
It really shouldn't be, because it's not that difficult to make. Good watercolor is going to be more expensive because it's got more light fastness. It's going to last longer, hundreds of years.
Yeah. Well, it should.
Should, yeah.
How's your day going?
It's going pretty good so far. Blow dryer. It kind of does.
It's inspiring to see Scott be so chill about tracing and things like that. On the contrary, my art.
Sorry.
Wow, that just completely went.
I kicked the
Yeah, he kicked the camera. Which is better than kicking the dog, so we'll go with it. On the contrary, my art teacher knew how to demotivate people. Basically, the reason why I have little confidence in art. See, we have heard that so many times, and it's really frustrating for us because teachers are supposed to motivate you. I don't know why they do that. But I'm sorry you had that experience.
Yeah.
They want to know if you'd make your own coloring book. We've tried to get him to make his own coloring book.
I'm not that thrilled with my inking, but I've been scanning in these pages, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Explain how to make a better shading. Oh, that he would do that.
Yeah, I wish.
Let's see. Let's see.
Blow dryer.
Okay. So this person says, "Hey Scott, since I've seen some of your travel vlogs, what was the best country/city you've gone to?"
Easily Italy so far. I mean, we've only just seen one little town, but Italy was really great.
Donna, I saw your tea journal and wanted to send you. Factor is so good. Oh, Ray, you're sweet. Love your content, man. You're a great inspiration.
Thank you.
Is inking important?
No. I mean, millions of artists throughout history and are all around the world do not ink at all. I didn't even start doing it until about 10 years ago. So no, inking is in no way important at all.
Let's see. Scott's not reading the chat, so no, he's not going to see your comments. I'm reading the chat to him, the questions. So if I miss one of
I
your
will
questions,
hear them.
Yes, he will hear them. If I missed your question, please just put it in again. So that is what we are doing. There's no way he could paint and read the chat at the same time. In case you haven't noticed, there's like 342 of you in here right now. So there's just no way. Okay, so is the sweater Payne's gray?
It is. It's a very light Payne's gray. I might darken it up. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the pink for her and see if I need to make this darker and her lighter or her darker and this lighter. So I'm just kind of leaving it like that for now.
They want to know who your favorite artist is.
Oh, God. Drew Struzan, John Buscema, J.C. Leyendecker, Alphonse Mucha, Sir Lawrence Alma Tadema. Blow dryer.
So is a 10-year-old artist, and people in school bully them for drawing anime. Is it bad to draw anime?
No.
It's bad for people to bully.
Yeah, it's bad to bully people. Look, if you like anime, draw anime.
Draw other things too.
Yeah, I would say it depends on what you want to do with if it makes you happy, then you do it. If you want to make a career of it, then you have to look and see, okay, what do you want to make a career drawing anime? Do you want to make a career doing other things? And then you pursue those things. But making art doesn't have to be a career. It can just be something that makes you happy. And anybody who bullies you for doing something that makes you happy is just not a nice person, and you shouldn't be around them.
Okay, Scott does not like spicy food. He is using watercolor right now. The brand is Winsor & Newton.
Okay, for the record, I love spicy food. It just doesn't like me.
No, you don't. You don't like spicy food. You don't like how it tastes. You don't like how hot your mouth gets. You don't like.
I just don't want spicy food to think that I don't like it, for being spicy.
I mean, I'm spicy, and you barely like me.
I could barely tolerate you.
There you go.
Yes.
This is random, but thanks for calling out blow dryer before using it because I hate loud sounds. I
have
just enough time to temporarily mute.
That's why I do it.
That's why we do it. Yes. A lot of people pull their AirPods out.
Trust me, normally I put my my headphones on mute too, so that way I don't have to hear it.
Okay, so Andy, we're not going to recommend watercolors because we don't know what country you're in, so we don't know what's available to you. We show you what Scott uses in the art supply list that we have, And if you like his colors, you can go and try to match something there. Mr. Rios would like to know how you decide on the colors of a painting. Do you instantly know from the beginning which colors you're going to use?
No, I'm always guessing. In this case, she's already been established to have a set of colors. So the underneath is yellow. She's pink with some purple. So in my mind, I'm trying to think of what are complementary colors to that. How is this going to look? And then I'm thinking of light and darks. Do I want something's gotta give. So either she's dark with a light thing, so she's dark and in the background, and then the sweater's light, or the sweater is dark and she's light. So that's the next thing I'm gonna look at once I get the basic colors down.
Okay. So many questions. Do you have tips for travel journaling? Because I don't know if I should draw in the real place or take a picture.
Always take a picture. I would say about half of the sketches that you saw me do in my Venice trip, I did in the hotel room. I took a picture and I did it because you just don't have time. You're walking around. And there's nothing wrong with that. Blow dryer.
Do you prefer large paper or small paper?
I like small paper. I mean, this is
like 6x9 is your
sweet spot, I
think.
It really is.
Would you consider doing the color first and then the line art on top of it? I love this method of art.
I have done that in the past, especially when I want to do gouache with inks. But I think for speed, this has been a really good technique for me.
Do you draw on bad days to cheer yourself up or take a break to rest up? Good question.
I think I take breaks when I need to. I think that's always a good thing.
Do you have any beginner gouache paints? I want to start gouache painting, but I can't find any beginner ones.
The cheapest ones were the ones we got for $5 from Artist Loft, and I don't recommend them. So I would say get the Hemi gouache, which was $50 for 52. They're basically $1 a pod, and that's the cheapest. Blow dryer. Okay, let's get that yellow in there.
We can't take the camera and show you the car because we're using a webcam now. Do you like Indian food?
I don't think I've tried Indian food.
I've had Indian food and I like it. Do you prefer thinner or thicker paintbrushes?
For watercolor, I usually use thicker paintbrushes.
In art class, I drew a nose. I was very proud of it. And then my art teacher said it was wrong and erased the whole thing. What? Your art teacher.
Okay, I think I'm going to recommend that people just don't take art classes anymore. I just don't think it's healthy for anybody's.
What? Jeez Louise. Yes, the mods are very much in sync. We love them dearly, and we are so grateful for them. What was your biggest fail? Oh boy. There's so many that we've had. How could we possibly pick one?
Yeah, right? I mean, come on.
Holy cow. Business fails, life fails, parent fails.
Failures are never fun, but they're great ways to learn.
You know, it's funny. People all my life have been afraid to fail. Literally, my whole entire life. And probably I mean, I've even been afraid to fail with like when we did the movie and everything else. But it's one of those things like everybody fails. I wish I would have had that attitude of I'm gonna fail. Sometimes the days are just gonna suck and I'm gonna fail.
Yeah.
And that's okay because what can I learn through this failure?
Yeah.
That is if I had a regret, it would be don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Just don't, because it shows you how to change things. It shows you how to do better next time.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Do we make her darker and keep the sweater light? Or do we darken up the sweater and keep her light?
I think you darken the sweater and keep her light because she's light in the other paintings. But that's up to you.
Yeah, let me add a little bit of shadow to her because she's going to have some.
OLB, the answer to what you should draw on your board is always a red panda. So if you would like to know what the difference is between a sketch and a doodle.
Oh, I made a video on that. A doodle, I think, is usually like just a couple minutes. And the sketch is more. I forgot how I termed it. But it is definitely a sliding scale.
How much do the tools make you?
Having the right art supplies definitely helps. I think I've shown that I can make art with crayons and the cheapest stuff, but having the right art supplies definitely just makes everything better. But you don't need them to start out. You just need to learn to draw. That's the biggest thing. Just learn to draw.
And it's really hard for us to give you advice on exactly what to buy because there's so many of you in so many different countries and we only really know what's available to us. So that's the hard thing for us to be able to recommend that. We can tell you what Scott uses and you can go from there. What would be the one tip for a young artist who uses watercolor?
Work light to dark.
Oh boy. Any parenting tips? I've got 6 and 10-year-old boys who are in a defiance/fighting phase. Oh God. Well, my comment to my boys when they were fighting was always, if you're going to fight with each other, you need to go outside because I can hose off the driveway when they're swimming. And I did too. And then they would just laugh and they would, I mean, parenting is hard.
Yeah.
If they don't come
No
with
two
an
kids are the
instruction
same.
manual. Yeah.
Blow dryer.
What do you think is way too overrated?
What do I think is way too overrated? I can't think of anything I can say that's going to not sound negative. So I'm not going to say that.
I've got one.
What?
The constant pursuit of everything material, I think, is way too overrated.
Yeah, I mean, you could just say capitalism is overrated.
Yeah, well, that too. I'm making a small collage, and I lost the comment because everything jumped.
So I'm going to make the pink pinker.
Do you have dogs? If you do, how many do you have and what are their names? We have one dog. She's a princess. Her name is Arwen, and she's 11. I'm a big fan. You've inspired me to get a new aspect to art. You've taught me to have courage to go in my own way.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, that's so sweet. How do you decide on the shading colors?
I always use purple for my shading. I think that's just something that makes me happy. But I would say usually I will take some instruction from whatever my photo reference is too.
It's nice to have enough art supplies to make almost whatever you want without having to go to the store.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to to acquire all of those over time.
Yeah.
There's no way we would have been able to afford to buy Scott all the art supplies he has right now, like just in one shopping trip. I mean, I can't even quantify it. It's ridiculous. Are you self-taught?
I would say mostly because, I was only in school for 4 years, and even if you count high school, another 4 years, I've been painting for 45 years. That was only 10 to 20% of my entire time. So the rest of it was all on my own. Blow dryer. All right, so I think these are still very close in tone. So I think I am going to darken up the sweater.
What
So,
colors are good for skin color?
I did a video on skin color. I use Windsor Orange and Rose Madder, so it's like kind of a orangish yellow and a pink.
What do you think of typewriters?
I love them. I learned to type on them.
Mm-hmm. I like old school typewriters. I think they're cool.
All right, I'm going over this with a green, a dark green.
Okay. Octavia is so huge. Is the blow dryer just to dry it, or is there another reason?
No, it's
he drowned me out with the blow dryer.
Yeah, just to speed things up. That's all.
Nature or urban?
Nature or urban?
Do you like being out in nature or more urban setting?
I like more urban settings. I like architecture. I like to draw.
That's what I was going to do now that we're home.
Look into architecture?
Look into architecture. I got so inspired when we were there, and with the buildings and the architecture and the different styles and everything. I wanted to look into architecture a little bit more. Lenny's art project says, "Hi, I'm 12 years old and you're a big inspiration for me. Because of you, I started to paint again, so thank you very much."
Oh, nice.
Do you have an art? Yes, we do have a Discord. Can one of the mods put the Discord link into the thing for Andy B? Do you have any tips for a new artist?
Draw everything every day. Don't draw from your head. Draw what you see.
Oh, never acrylics. Always wash or watercolor. Honey, what's the color green that you're using right now?
Oh, it's in my art supply list. It is Perillian Green.
There you go. Yes, you can be colorblind and still be an artist.
Oh, absolutely.
Several people who have asked that question.
We had one of our students in Venice was colorblind too.
Mm-hmm.
Blow dryer.
So, Tired Froggy wants to know if you have any tips on being on camera. I feel like I'm being watched, even if it has a voiceover.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
He does not like
Yeah,
camera.
it's very. As with everything else, honestly, practice will make you feel a little more comfortable in front of the camera, but it is not fun, especially for introverts like me.
Do you like what you're doing right now?
Like today's painting, I think it's okay. Or in general, making videos, I really like that.
Did you ever paint the Goodyear blimp, or are you planning to?
No, not really on my bucket list.
What else do you have prepared for our dear OctoBrr?
Blow dryer, hold on.
So Bethany just replied and said he doesn't plan that far ahead. He doesn't even know what he'll paint next week. Guys, he doesn't even know what he'll paint on Wednesday. Okay? It's Monday. I'm telling you, he doesn't know. Somebody asked if you'll do October next year and what are the next things you're going to do. He really does not plan ahead at all. Does not plan ahead.
Because your moods change.
Yep. Oh my God. B. Reynoso. He has what we call the corner of shame. It is a stack of paintings he has never finished. There are tons of tips, Namisha, in the Art Hacks playlist for beginners. When you're bored, what do you draw? Good question.
Well, if you guys looked at Wednesday and Friday's lives, or just the video I did with that Art Nouveau kind of gal, that was what I do. I'll just find a photo when I'm bored and just paint it. And like I said, it's not something special. It's not something I'm going to keep. It's just something just to paint.
No, he is not a teacher.
No.
We buy his art supplies here at a local art store and also online at Blick. What's your favorite place you've visited in Venice?
The favorite place? The gelato place.
Mm-hmm.
Or the pizza place.
That pizza place.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so good. I don't know. And there's every place was more beautiful. Like you go around the corner and it would be more beautiful than the corner you just went around. I don't know how you would even pick. Do you have a method for coming up with new characters?
No, they're usually based off of characters from movies or people I know, or a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Is art school worth the time and student debt, or is it better to go one's own way while still following the discipline of doing art every day and drawing every day?
Usually I would say it's up to you, but after hearing all the horror stories from different bad teachers, I don't know about art school anymore.
What made you want to paint Octavia?
I just thought it was funny, Octo and Burr. I just thought it was funny.
Scott started drawing when he was about 6 or 7. If you could copy someone else's art style fully, would you do it? If yes, who?
Ooh. If I could, it would be either Winsor McKay, who did Little Nemo and Slumberland, or John Buscema, who did everything else.
You heard of the show Over the Garden Wall?
No, I haven't.
What if there is more water in your work? I don't know what trash from space. I don't know what you're asking in that question. Banana, there is a video on motivation in art and in being motivated to do art. And Mr. Cat Gaming, there is an Art Hacks playlist. All the tips that Scott's done so far are there. Yes, we like Harry Potter. Bladed Master. There is a video in the Art Hacks on how to find your own art style. If you could bring any of your characters to life, who would it be?
Nastasia.
We do not go trick-or-treating. We did when our kids were little. We took them trick-or-treating. What is your favorite color to use?
Windsor. Sorry, Payne's Gray. All right, so
I'm sorry, 1 second. There's guys, if you check the Art Hacks playlist, you will find all of the colors that Scott uses, all of the motivation that he has, all of the how to find the right paintbrush and what paper he uses and what notebooks he uses, drawing different things, drawing facial features. I'm getting a lot of the same questions. For anything like that, check the Art Hacks playlist.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop recording. There's going to be about another 45 minutes worth of noodling on this because I have to make the sweater pop in front of her, and she still needs her her little teal spots too. And there's a lot more that still needs to go into this, and we're already an hour and 45 minutes into this. So I will finish this, and I will hopefully post a video either today or tomorrow on her, and you will see the rest of how she comes out. But there is the coloring page is up on the Discord, I'm sure. And if you guys want to color her in yourself, I'm sure you'll do a better job than me. But thank you all for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for being
She
here
just,
today,
there's a
guys.
lot going on. And so she just needs a lot more noodling and a lot more, I got to pick the background color. And I think I'm going to come back in with what's a good color? Maybe this bluish. I'm going to have to come in with some.
Yeah, thanks for all the great questions today, you guys. You've had a lot of great questions today, and the chat has not been lacking for questions. So
yeah,
thank you for all that. Bethany says the coloring page is up in all the places. So you can find it on the website or on the Discord.
Thank you, Bethany.
Yeah, and thanks. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Okay?
Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, have a marvelous Monday. And I hope you all pick up a pencil and a sketchbook or a pen and a journal and do something fun for yourself.
Yes.
Or read a really good book. I would recommend that. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.